Locked in.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
Oh shit, they're in the real world. That's a pretty cool POV shot. Oh! He just crop dusted those cops. That's kind of clean though, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for? I was not familiar with Tron Legacy's game.
Something I do not understand.
They're in the real world with it though, so that's a really interesting concept. Oh, man. I blame Calvin Klein for that one. No, so nah, this vibe is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The classic Tron. I like Tron. Evan Peters, Jeffrey Dahmer. No, this looked kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Having the game in real life is kind of crazy.
Ready?
What's going on? What's going on here?
Because there's no going back.
It's Morbid time. I had to do it. That's crazy. Is this 9 Inch Nails? Reznor and Ross? They really said, if you're not gonna let our players touch grass, the game's gonna come out and touch the grass for them. I was right. 10-10-25, I'll be there. 9 Inch Nails. Say less. In addition to this trailer, we also got this brand new poster drop that says, "No going back, Tron Ares." And I gotta be honest with you, this poster right here is tough. T-U-F-F, tough. It moves me because I really love how the right side of the poster evokes the grid coming into the real world, while the left side of the world is like standard gray and kind of doom and gloom as the real world really is. But I'm really feeling it. Like, so far, I'm really digging the vibe of this trailer. You know, I'm not the biggest Tron fan in the world, but I thoroughly enjoyed Tron Legacy. Like, to me, that movie had so much sauce, and it felt like it was really lost in a thicket of, you know, legacy sequels. I would say it's definitely one of the better legacy sequels out there. And honestly, it probably made a name for Joseph Kosinski to be like the man who makes legacy sequels. If you don't know, he made Top Gun Maverick as well. And that movie really made me feel like, oh man, I really like this world. I like the grid. I like the, you know, actors they have going on here, the legacy of Jeff Bridges and how connected he is to this franchise. Like, if you don't know, Tron is one of the most like pivotal moments in cinematic history. Like, obviously you go back and look at it now, you're like, man, this don't look good at all. But at the time, what they were doing was just unheard of. What they did with the grid back then, it was insane. So to see this legacy sequel really like pay homage and respect to that legacy of Tron, I was flabbergasted. Like, most people probably watch it and think like, it is what it is, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. But what really has me excited about this movie is the fact that we got Jeff Cronenweth working as the director of photography. He's the cinematographer on this movie, and if you don't know Jeff's work, this man is a David Fincher mainstay. So think Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Fight Club. This man just knows his way around a camera, how to light a scene, and like, to me, you know, the movie could be bad, but Jeff Cronenweth is going to make sure that it looks like a fucking movie. You know what I mean? So that's what has me really excited for it. And also the fact that we have 9 Inch Nails doing the damn score for this thing. Come on, man. Reznor and Ross don't miss. I loved their score for Challengers, and now they're going to do Tron. Like, that's their style to me. Like, especially after what they did with Challengers. Like, could you imagine them bringing, like, what they brought with Challengers, but, like, fucking putting it on crack for Tron Ares? Oh, I can't wait. But moving on to the trailer itself, you know, I thought it looked really good. Like I mentioned, like, it looks like they know how to light it. They shot it really well. Jeff Cronenweth knows his way around the camera, like I mentioned before. So that already has me enthralled and excited to watch it. As far as the story goes, I don't know how much more interesting you can get than having the grid come into the real world. They said, hey, if you're not going to let our players touch grass, we'll come out and touch the grass for them. Like I said in my reaction, but, you know, it's just interesting. It's always fun when the two worlds actually collide. Like, normally it is fun playing that fish out of water story that we've seen in the both Tron movies, where they go to the grid and you're like, oh shit, we got to get adjusted to this, you know, cybernetic freaking holographic world that is the grid, right? But having that come out into the real world, there's just so much opportunity and potential for them to do something incredible. And we saw little bits and pieces of that in the trailer itself. Like, people are looking at this shit like, what is this? What's going on? It's like Pixels, but for people, grown adults. Wait, hold on. Now that I think about it, this shit really is just like Pixels. Wait a minute. Adam Sandler was cooking. He was cooking. But in all seriousness, like, I really love the way it looks, the action sequences. It's going to be interesting to see how they translate stuff from the grid into the real world, because it is kind of tough to make that transition. You know, I've said that for you know, it's not like a Space Jam situation where you're going to have like people that look, you know, animated characters in the real world, but it's more so like trying to make it look real, more so like the technology of the grid, trying to make that look real in this world. But I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue because, you know, the Tron stuff, it seems very seamless. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's just like having like an alien craft like you see in other movies, like the Avengers movies and whatnot. So I don't think they'll have an issue with that. As far as the story goes, you know, I still don't really know much. I should probably read the synopsis right now. Actually, let me read the synopsis and I'll come back to you with that so then I can give you some clarity on that. Because all I know right now is the fact that we have Jeff Bridges returning. We got Greta Lee in the cast. Mama. I blame Calvin Klein for that one, by the way, because I used to think she was a pretty girl, but now what Calvin Klein did with that ad was ridiculous. They knew exactly what they were doing with that ad. Just Google Greta Lee. No, don't do that. No more shagoonery. And then we also got, you know, Jeff Bridges returning, the legendary Jeff Bridges. Like, basically, this is one of his biggest IP projects that he's ever worked on, so it's nice to see him come back. He was the one narrating the voice. We didn't actually see him in a trailer. And then we got Evan Peters. Come on, man. I love Evan Peters. No matter what he is, who he is, he shows up. My man is Quicksilver. He can be Jeffrey Dahmer for all I care. I just love the man, you know. So it's cool to see him coming back. And then I think, who else is a member? Oh, and then obviously, you know, Jared Leto. I know a lot of people were like, man, a lot of the comments I got on this video on my various social media platforms were like, oh, I really like this. And then I saw Jared Leto show up looking like Morbius. And to me, it's like, man, you know, I was into the joke with Jared Leto of like not liking him and whatnot, but like I feel like he is a little overhated at this point. Don't get me wrong, like he is kind of a weird guy, odd guy, I would guess, but we're all different in our own ways, right? So I feel like, you know, maybe we should give that guy a chance. Like, I don't know. I do think the hate for Jared Leto is kind of weird, but he does do weird shit. So I'm not gonna say like it's overhated, but it is kind of weird when people are like, oh, I'm not gonna watch this because he's in it. Like, there's other people that work on it besides Jared Leto. Like, you know what I mean? So, if anything, this movie would not exist without Jared Leto. Like, he's the one who really kind of backed this project into existence. So, we should be I don't want to say we should be thanking him because then people are going to be like, I'm not going to thank a billionaire actor or whatever. I'm just yapping at this point, honestly. But I'm speaking facts. Like, I'm telling the truth. Like, Jared Leto really wanted to make this movie and make it great. So, you know, everyone can hate on Jared Leto all they want. And that's Morbin time at the end of the day. It don't matter. So, yeah, the story. Let me get back on track. Yapper still. And honestly, this plot synopsis doesn't really give us much. It says Tron Ares follows a highly sophisticated program. Ares, who I'm assuming is the character that Jared Leto is going to be playing, who gets basically created in the trailer that we just saw, who is sent from the digital world into the real world on a dangerous mission, marking humankind's first encounter with AI beings. So yeah, I mean, sounds interesting to me, but let me know what you thought about that trailer down in the comments below. Are you going to be watching Tron Ares when it comes out on 10/10/25? I mean, I think it looks great. I'll probably be either day one no matter what. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.